I feel like a lot of the female relationships I see on TV or in movies are in some way free of the kind of jealousy and anxiety and posturing that has been such a huge part of my female friendships, which I hope lessens a little bit with age. My weight fluctuates depending on my mood and my current devotion to my fitness routine. I'd love to write something for a male protagonist. That's sort of the next frontier for me. I think it'd be really amazing to write the kind of parts that I love for women but for a guy. I think that people in the phase between being someone's kid and being someone's parent have always been uniquely narcissistic, but that social media and Twitter and LiveJournal make it really easy to navel gaze in a way that you've never been able to before. My mom knows pretty well how I see her. I didn't have to wait 6 years to get my show on the air, worry that someone else had a similar idea, or wait around for notes that took my voice out of the show. I quit acting when I was 11 because I was cast as a bouncing ball in Alice in Wonderland, and I felt slighted and wounded. I always thought the saddest feeling in life is when you're dancing in a really joyful way, and then you hit your head on something. I sort of tend to equate tattoos with prisoners, punks, or people with a high level of self-confidence. I don't necessarily have a covered in tattoos personality. You know, when I first started making online videos, there were a lot of filmmakers I befriended who were doing it too. You know, bad poetry I wrote in high school can still be found on the internet. And you know, there's a web log of our college newspaper. You know, there's so many different stages of my creative development are sort of on record if somebody were to choose to look for them. It's so funny, I am, a working woman out in the world, but I still live with my parents half the time. I've been sort of taking this very long, stuttering period of moving out. I've only recently realized that I have a radically different relationship with my parents than a lot of people. My parents are artists. In their world, in the world of modern artists, you are supposed to just go into your studio and tune everything out, and your entire relationship with your work is supposed to be a super private one. That was the way to do it, and you are deeply truly artistic if that wasn't the way you were engaging the press. None of my actions have ever sort of been motored by the search for a husband or wondering if I was going to have a family someday or wanting to live in a really great house, or thinking it would be really great to have a diamond. I am not a particularly political person, but, as a Tribeca resident, the commodification